This is our meditation service. So for those of you joining us here live and in person, I'm just going to ask you to make sure that any cellular devices you may have are in stillness mode or meditation mode or do not disturb mode. And for those of you who are streaming in live, welcome. I'm Reverend Keith. This is our meditation service, not to be confused with our regular service, which is going to start in about 29 minutes at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. But before we get there, we're going to allow ourselves to move into the stillness, which is communion with spirit. That's what meditation is. Whether it's conscious or unconscious, we get still and we move into the no-thingness of allowing ourselves to open to the eternal frequencies and the eternal energies back of all life. There are eternal frequencies and eternal energies that only come from the one source of all good. All good, capital G good, not from the contrasting energy of good and bad of the temporal world, which is attached to opinion or judgment. It comes from the eternal frequencies of ever-expanding good. And so whether we have done meditation practices that are based on a mantra, which is a frequency of the divine, a very specific frequency, or whether we've done them as a visioning or inquiry, where there's a question and we're opening to providence, or whether it is a moving meditation to integrate energy into the physical body, or perhaps a stillness meditation, which is just allowing yourself to not think. Those are the things they all share, all of that shares eternal frequencies. So that's what we're going to allow ourselves to do. Today I'm going to invite you to remember something. That this physical body has an electromagnetic field. Some people call it the aura, some people call it a morphogenetic field. But science has confirmed that there is an electromagnetic field that is specifically and uniquely attuned to your frequency. And so there's actual electricity running through, electricity that's pumping your heart and breathing your lungs. It's a very low wattage, but nonetheless, it has high voltage back of it. And so when our energy body gets a little out of balance, when there's constrictions or restrictions in the energy field, it can feel not good. Confusion, maybe pain or discomfort or disharmony. But when it is flowing, harmony automatically returns. Wellness, peace, joy automatically return. And we don't have to really figure it out. That's just the byproduct. So I'm going to invite you to join me today as we move, beginning with a centering. Meditation, when we center, allows us to start to disassociate or take our awareness away from the temporal and bring it to the eternal. Just in that, you will experience spontaneous healing, feelings of goodness. Just in that, you can experience the biochemical release of the endorphins that bring about goodness. So lots of studies that prove this to be so, but the best study is the study that you do within your own consciousness, because you'll feel it. We're working with the subtle energies, and the subtle energies, that's where the juice is. Because back of any of the temporal energies are subtle energies, and that's what moves the mountains. So we're going to go ahead and move the mountains just by relaxing. I'm going to invite you to join me as we prepare to move into the stillness. For those of you online, make sure you close the door, draw the blinds, whatever it is, to make yourself comfortable. For those of you here, if you came in after the cell phone announcement, just make sure your cell phones are in do not disturb or meditation mode. We're going to go ahead. The rest will be self-explanatory and begin. As always, I like to begin by first giving ourselves permission to relax. Just saying to ourselves in our minds, I give myself permission to relax. As we deliberately invite, evoke, and allow the divine energies of peace and love, wellness and goodness, beauty and grace to wash over us and to rise up from within us. Knowing we have no place to go, we have nothing to do except slowly and gently move into the deepest states of relaxation, rejuvenation, and revelation. Our intention is to let go of the temporal and to open fully and completely to the higher mind, divine consciousness. And we do so by first deliberately choosing to let go of any tension, any stress, suppressed or dormant or otherwise. And we use the exhalation as the vehicle of release. We use the inhalation as the vehicle to expand the eternal. So exhaling, letting go of any tension, concerns, or stress. Inhaling, feeling the eternal frequencies of peace and love. Exhaling, letting go of any to-dos or what was. Inhaling the energy of ease and spaciousness. Exhaling, letting go of figuring and analyzing. Inhaling the energy of clarity, stillness. Exhaling, letting go of efforting and trying. Inhaling the energy of simplicity and innocence. And I'm going to invite you to join me as we let go of time. Exhaling, letting go of the past. Letting go of the future. Letting go of the present. And opening to the eternal. Allowing the eternal, the divine, the energy of the soul that knows no contrast to fill and flood, rise and shine throughout your entire energy body. I invite you to bring your awareness to the base of your spine, commonly referred to as the root. I'm going to invite you to feel and sense and intend that your root center is opening and expanding and flooding with light. Imagine on your next inhalation that it comes all the way down into your hips, Some have seen a beautiful starburst of ruby red and golden light. I'm going to invite you to fan the flame and allow that energy center to expand to 3 or 4 feet out around your hips, returning to its natural state of vitality, courage, and divine strength. I invite you to bring your awareness to your sacral center behind the belly button. On your next inhalation, breathing into your sacral center. Many have seen it as a shimmering, shining, crystal orange starburst of light. Allowing it to grow and expand to about 3 or 4 feet in every direction. Feeling the energy of balance and harmony. Bring your awareness to your midsection, your core, right where your ribs begin to fan apart. Many have seen this energy center as a starburst of golden yellow light. Allow it to grow and expand, and joining the others in width, and feeling the energy of ease and effortlessness. Bring your awareness to your heart center, in the middle of your chest, and allowing your heart to open, blossom, and breathe. Many have seen it as an emerald green and golden starburst of light. Allow your heart to grow and expand out to the edges of your energy field, filled with joy and beauty, peace and love. Bringing your awareness to your throat center, allowing your throat to open and shine. Many have seen the throat as a beautiful starburst of sky blue radiance. Allow it to expand and open, as though every breath continues to fan the internal, eternal flame. And as your throat center opens and widens, I invite you to feel the energies of self-love, elegance, nurturance, and support. I invite you to bring your awareness to your mind's eye in the middle of your brow, allowing it to open. Allow the inner eye to open and expand. Many have seen it as a deep, dark, indigo blue with specks of gold. Some see an eye with an eyelid open. Some just see colors. Awakening to insight. And we allow the inner eye to open and expand, attuning to divine right perception. And the crown on the top of your head that many have seen as an amethyst purple. Allow your crown to blossom and open, gazing at the heavens, awash and aglow with luminosity, providence, divine directioning. And bringing your awareness to about 1 meter, 3 or 4 feet above your crown, to the energy of the soul. That part of our beingness that is one with God. Infinite potential, passion, possibilities. Home. I invite you to feel your oneness, your true identity. Your entire energy body awash in a glow, shining. And the breath, the inhalation, the exhalation, every cycle circulates, fanning the light, the luminosity, as we allow ourselves to rest, relax, and rejuvenate, undisturbed, undistracted, in the stillness. so I'm going to invite you to bring your awareness back to your breathing. I'm going to invite you to join me as we imagine and activate. Breathing in the energy of peace. Imagine as you inhale, you are drawing in the energy of peace and beginning to feel a contagion of relaxation, clarity, and goodness, flowing, rippling, and rolling throughout your entire physical, emotional, and mental bodies. You may notice a particular color associated with the energy of peace. You may just feel a soft and gentle energy flow throughout your entire beingness. These eternal divine qualities are back of all life. We are just zeroing in. And take a moment on your next inhalation. I'm going to invite you to imagine you're breathing in the energy of beauty. Just isolating around the energy of beauty, inhaling it and feeling it ripple and roll into every nook and cranny, space and place of your entire energy body, your emotions, your mind. I'm going to invite you to shift ever so gently over and imagine you are inhaling the energy of joy. Just inhaling that holy divine frequency of joy. These are the natural, eternal frequencies. Feel the joy flooding your heart, and making its way into your mind, your emotions. And I invite you on the next inhalation to imagine you're breathing in the energy of clarity and optimism. And the energy of the soul. We take a moment in gratitude, knowing that these eternal frequencies, the radiant, effulgent expression of the holy energies back of all life, the eternal frequencies associated with God Almighty, all good, all love, all peace, all joy. Oh, we take a moment in gratitude and remember that this omnipresent energy is everywhere we are. No matter what is going on in the temporal world, there is an eternal frequency always radiating itself. And it radiates itself as your divine beingness, the part of you that has never been hurt or harmed, the holy radiance and essence of God, of what it means to be born from the heart, the mind, and the image and likeness of the divine. The part of us that has no gender, no race, no nationality, it has no titles or labels. It is pure beingness, pure brilliance, pure beauty personified, individualized as you. We take a moment beyond the personality and we allow ourselves to feel the radiant resplendence of our true nature, remembering that I am as thou art as I am. Wherever I am, good is, God is, brilliance is, beauty is, and the byproducts of wellness and prosperity, harmony, the byproducts of sacred holy relationships. We take a moment and we choose. We use free will, free choice to choose the oneness, the wholeness, the allness, the brilliance, and the beauty of our dynamic presence. To be in the world but not of the world is to live from the eternal frequencies of our eternal beingness, and we say yes to that. And we remember the truth, that it is God's good pleasure to bring forward the kingdom of heaven to, through, and as each and every one of us. And we simply, in deep gratitude and thanksgiving, knowing it is already done, and so align to it, with it, radiate it, and allow it to be by saying, and so it is.
And so it is.
Amen. And as we come back into a lucid state of divine awareness, for those of you online, for those of you here, we're about to take a break before we start our regular service, our music and our message. So for those of you online, we're going to stop the live feed and we're going to reboot and come back in just a couple minutes, about 3 minutes to be exact. We will start our live service. For those of you here, the same thing. We're going to open the door, allow other people to come in. You can use the restroom, or you can just sit and enjoy. Welcome to our Sunday service, and we will resume in just a moment.